everyone, this is Sleakozzy here, and welcome back, guys, to another video. Today, I have some interesting information to share with you regarding an area of Fortnite that hasn't been touched upon, which is weapon customization. So if you guys are hyped for this video, please do show your support by leaving a like on it, and if you're new here, then subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with all the new amazing Fortnite content that I'm going to be bringing your way. So, weapon customization, I've had this idea in the back of my head for about a couple of weeks, regarding, camos and attachments and skins and all this other stuff related to weapons, and especially your skins in Fortnite, because, that is, a main part of who you are in Fortnite, your skins. And someone has actually taken the liberty of creating a kind of interface to physically show how this would work. Now, this is from the popular Fortnite news channel, Fortnite Insider, and I will leave the link, all the links to the sources and whatever in the description down below, so you guys can go there, check it out, and look at it in more detail for yourselves. But essentially, what it is it's a weapon customization user interface. I will put the image up on screen right now so you can see what it looks like. And it's very cool, and there's a lot of information here that I would like to see in Fortnite. So looking at it, I'll probably leave it up for a little while so we can have a look at it together, and so I can run you through what this is basically telling us. Now, as I said, this is like a concept, this isn't confirmed, but a lot of people are backing this idea. A lot of people have been calling it for customizations with weapons and skins especially, so we could expect something similar like this to be coming to skins in Fortnite. Like, for example, if you purchase a skin, you get that colour palette for that skin, and you can add that colour palette onto other skins and stuff. That's just another idea that I had to make your skin, purposefully unique to you. And this is what they've done with the weapons. So, as you can see, golden scar camo. Now, obviously, you can't have the scar or any weapon as you drop into the game. So, as soon as you pick up and find that weapon that you've customized, this camo and the attachments and all this other stuff and whatever you've got on it will be on the gun. So as you can see, this gun is level 8, and if you go over to the right hand side of the screen underneath the text that says golden camo scar, you can see a number 268, and I think that is a number that of how many kills the person has got with that weapon. And then obviously it says 4 out of 5 stars. I'm guessing that's how good the weapon is. And then it has level 8 out of 25. So the weapon has like a peak, like a cap of where it can get to before it can go any higher. And I'm guessing as you level up the weapon, you can unlock certain attachments to it. So as you level up and as you get more kills, you might unlock certain camos, similar to how you would in games like Call of Duty. In Call of Duty, traditionally, you'd unlock a gun at a certain level, like say for example you unlock the scar, and you would get kills and headshots with the scar, and the more kills and headshots that you got and the more challenges you completed, the more camos you unlocked. And you'd start off fairly basic with just like a woodland camo, then you'd go down to digital camo, and then you'd get down to the more ridiculous stuff like golden and diamond and silver and like red tiger camos and all this other stuff, like the more exotic ones. So this one looks like just a golden camo, like black, grey and gold. It's a really cool accented camo, and I think in Fortnite especially they would have to make these kind of camos more to stand out more, because in games such as Call of Duty, it's first person. The main thing that dominates your screen is your weapon, but in this it's third person. The only thing that you can really see in Fortnite Battle Royale is your character, and then the weapon comes second place to that. But you can still see it when you aim, when you're running with a weapon or you've got it aimed down the sights, you can still see the weapon, and other players can obviously see the camo that you've got. So adding in, a feature like this could be another way to indicate how long you've played the game, how good you are with a certain weapon, and how much you use a certain weapon. So say, for example, the last camo you get in the list of camos for a certain weapon is diamond. If you're walking around with a diamond AR, people know that you mean business and you're really good with the AR, or at the very least, you've used it a hell of a lot in order to get this camo. Now, some of the other things that we have on there are, the skins. This is more towards on the right hand side down the bottom of the page, so it has the skin, which is the camo, an emblem, which I'm guessing is like your clan tag or like your little logo that you can put on the side of the gun, And then I'm not sure what that says on there. I'm guessing that's like a secondary skin. It says skin. And then effect. So I'm guessing the effect is kind of like the animation of how it moves. Because obviously in later Call of Duties, you have moving camos. Like the camos, you know, pulsate and they glow. And they move around the weapon model. So that could be something, you know, added into the game that could make the camo stand out. Because if it was a normal woodland camo, like the standard military camo that you see in real life, it wouldn't really stand out too much. It wouldn't really look too good. But adding these kind of like golden accents or making the camo glow or making it move is definitely a way to make your weapon stand out further and for other people to recognise that you're, you're very, very skilled with that certain weapon. Now, this is, again, just a concept. It hasn't been concrete, but it is a very good, a very good representation of what the system would look like if it was implemented, or at least I hope anyway. Epic themselves are very, very good at rolling out updates every week, and they pay very close attention to the community's feedback and what they want and what their opinions are. And they like to get feedback on what updates they release. That's why they, delayed updates such as the jetpack, because they didn't want it to be, they didn't want to ruin the experience because there was a bug with it. So they removed it, and they care a lot about updates, and they care a lot about making the game more entertaining and, more engaging. So adding a system in like this, I think, would be a massively cool change to the way that Fortnite is played, because then you could kind of like focus weapons, and maybe there's a reason why you level these weapons up, or maybe you get, a little bit of XP, or maybe just for the fact that you could get a cool camo would be more than enough reason for you to pick up this weapon and start using it more. I mean, like, for me personally, I love using the RPG. Like, every time I get the RPG, I love it. Like, I love, like, the whole mechanic of rocket riding. I love taking down bases with it. I love manoeuvring around players and killing them with it. It's just a really cool weapon that I love using. And with the addition of an interface and a system like this, I would feel so happy if I, got those kills with the RPG and took... Or maybe there's different challenges related to what type of weapon it is. Maybe the RPG, you have to destroy a certain amount of walls, and then with weapons like... Maybe the pulse grenade, like even the pulse grenade, or knocking so many players off the edge, or even normal grenades, like how many walls you've destroyed or how many players you've killed with the grenade affects the look of the grenade. So, there's so many skins that they could do just with the grenade alone. They could do like an old-style World War II grenade. They could do a German stick grenade. They could do, a really futuristic, like, Star Wars-looking grenade. And there's loads of stuff that they could do to make this look cool. And they could do themed camos and skins throughout the year. So maybe at some point, in Halloween, if this was introduced this year, the grenade could be a pumpkin. You could throw a pumpkin at someone, or maybe some of the camos have like spider webs on them and they have like orangey like glows to them, and green glows, like, kind of Halloween colours. So I think this addition to the game would be an amazing thing for Fortnite, because it would make people care more about getting the weapons that they wanted and using them a lot and getting good with them. And obviously, the more you use the weapon and the better camos you get, you can see that represented in-game by the other people that are using it. So say, for example, as I said, let's say, for argument's sake, that the top tier camo is diamond, and you come across someone with a golden or a diamond scar camo, then you know that they've used that a hell of a lot, and they must have got a lot of kills with that, because it's diamond and it must be really hard to get. And it's nothing too massive, it's nothing too game-changing, it's just the cosmetic of the weapon, it's how the weapon looks. So it's not going to change how the weapon functions, it's not going to make it more powerful, it's not going to give you an edge over other players, it's just going to make it to the point where, like, your weapon and your experience in Fortnite is more customized and tailored to you, so you feel like you're more unique. Because as soon as a new skin comes out, for example, almost everyone in the lobby buys it if they've got the money, and you don't feel so special anymore. That's why I use the blue ski skin, because I don't see too many people wearing it, and people that are in my lobbies associate me with that skin because it's blue, it's it's yellow, and they know that's me. and I like to be unique in the game. So adding in a system like this would definitely be a cool way to make that happen, and it wouldn't be too much of a big risk to take, because it would give players another objective. It will give them another path to go down to progress in the game, because at the end of the day, it's a battle royale game. You go in, you build, you shoot, you kill, you die, rinse and repeat over and over and over again. Obviously, you have the battle pass, which offers the challenges, and all that sort of stuff. So adding this system, I definitely think would be a way for people to, keep more engaged and to care about getting these camos and to go out of their way to complete these challenges in order to get these camos, so they could feel special, they could feel proud when they actually got that final camo, and I think it's an amazing addition. But what do I know? Let me know what you think about this system down in the comments. Obviously, I will leave all the links and the sources that I used in the description, so you guys can look into this further and you can have a look at it yourself and decide whether it is a good addition to the game. So let me know what you think and what your opinions are. So with that, thank you very much for watching this video, guys. If you did enjoy it, leave a like on it, and if you're new here, then subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with all the new amazing Fortnite content that I'm going to be bringing your way. And with that, my name has been Sleakozzy. You guys have been amazing, and I will see each and every one of you in my next video. Goodbye, guys.